If you permit, you can, no problem. I will do it. Yes.
With your permission, sir. Thank you. Dipali madam, let us formally start the session.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. To maintain the decor of the program, I request all the participants to turn off your audio and video. And if you have any queries, please post that in the chat box. A very good morning to all. In every day, there are 1,440 minutes. It means we have these many opportunities to make use of all. Let's make the one through this workshop at our institute. I, Mrs. Dipali Gohil, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Engineering, DYPCOE College of Engineering, heartily welcome you all for third 6 days online refresher program on Contemporary AI, Idea to Product, sponsored by AICTE-ISTE, which is to be conducted from 21st December to 26th December 2020. Encouragement, enthusiasm, excellency are the major aspects of our institution. With an objective of encouraging the spirit of knowledge, research and innovation, we at DYPCOE feels proud to host this refresher program. To mark the beginning of this workshop, let me extend a very warm welcome to our esteemed chief guest of the day, respected Dr. Y. Ramamohan Rao sir, member of Executive Council, IST New Delhi. Sir is also a principal of Paul's Engineering College, Villipuram, Tamil Nadu. Guest of honor, respected Dr. Rajashri Raut ma'am, member of Executive Council, IST New Delhi, Associate Professor, Electronics and Telecommunication, and also a Dean Students Affairs, Government College of Engineering, Nagpur. Ms. Swapnil Srivastav, Principal Technical Officer in Big Data Analytics Group, CDAC, Bangalore. Respected Principal Dr. Vijayam Vadai sir, respected Vice Principal Ma'am Dr. Mrs. P. Malati, Head of Computer Engineering Department Dr. Vinayak Kottavar, faculty members and dear participants, a very warm welcome to each and every one of you. We are fortunate to have our Principal Dr. Vijayam Vadai sir with us today. A man, a person who has consumed himself to change the society and enlighten the darkness in the life of others. I feel proud to mention that sir's creative potential is limitless, and we are always fortunate to have sir with us because he is setting example for all of us. May I now invite our principal sir to enlighten the audience with his precious words. Over to you, sir.
Yeah. Om Sahanavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvi Navadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. First of all, I would like to welcome to Honorable Chief Guest of today's functions, Mr. Dr. Rao. Another personality, Rajashri Raut. She is a very prominent researcher. And head of departments, all the participants. I am seeing that right now approximately 100 participants for the last the workshop, which is being the part of as a series of this workshop, which has been bestowed by the AICTE and IST, and they have sponsored this particular workshop for the sake of the enriching the knowledge base into the contemporary AI, specifically into artificial intelligence. And we had good 2 sessions earlier. First program which was started with the Pratap Desai, and fortunately Pratap Desai was from the IST side, and Dr. Amit Ditta was from AICTE. Every time we are getting the great support from the AICTE as well as from the IST. After that, Dr. Vaidya was there in the next program. Not only that, Dr. Venkat from the AICTE, he was a deputy director there. And he's quite impressed about the quality of the program that we execute as far as this AI data science workshop. We are doing this activity since long time, from March only. And approximately more than 300 such kind of the activity we have conducted since March to till date. And again, we are going in the, because we have started this particular program in artificial intelligence and data science from this year with 120 intake. This was not only from the starting the futuristic program, it was the will and wish and the strong desire of the AICTE to start this futuristic program in AI and data science. And that is why to educate all the masses, all the faculty members. Specifically, we have requested the AICTE to allow us to start this workshop, and they have granted and sponsored this workshop with the trust on us. And all the authorities in the AICTE and ISTE, they are very happy. Honorable Sahasrabuddhe sir were also there for the first program when we had started in the month of April. So this activity, as far as this artificial intelligence and data science specifically, we had this is a good blend of the hands-on as well as some expert lectures in the morning and hands-on lectures into the afternoon. The TCS company, Microsoft company, then we have Facebook people, all the top level Google experts, they were there and they were contributing as far as this knowledge base is concerned, as far as the dissemination of the knowledge base and all the advancement. It was not only from our India, but the people from abroad also participated to give the knowledge base to the students in this particular specific domain. We know that as far as the choice of the contemporary AI is concerned, the AI and data science, when we compare with the IT and computer field, 80% of this, all the programs are similar, but the 20% of the program, the specifically AI data science program, are exclusive with respect to the AI and data science. So, in tune with the, let me update to the Honorable Rao sir and Raut madam that we have started the Center of Excellence into the data science in information technology department and artificial intelligence into the computer engineering department, where the Dr. Vinay Kotawar is heading. This two labs, the Center of Excellence has been quite properly equipped with all the tools from the Google, Microsoft, and even the resources also connected from across the globe, as far as equipping the student with the right kind of the competency and the knowledge. As far as my side is concerned, I have also been guiding into this field of artificial intelligence and data science from specifically into the healthcare domain. My 5 PhD students are working into this AI data science as far as this detection of the cancer, maybe a cervical cancer, maybe a gastric cancer, maybe a brain cancer, maybe. So this is the most important topic where the cognitive intelligence, cognitive computing, then we have computing intelligence, specifically computational intelligence, where all kind of the ANN architectures, there are 27 type of architectures are there when I was going through the various algorithms which are addressing to the various domains and applications. And that's why this particular specific workshop is targeted from contemporary AI, specifically from the idea to the product. And that is why, because we want that, you have a abundance of the knowledge, we have an abundance of the data set or the data which is being generated because of the Internet of the Things. You address any kind of the sector, you have the applications of the Internet of the Things or the industrial Internet of the Thing or the Internet of the medical things nowadays. This is another, but these are the sources of the data generations. When such kind of the data are generated, what to do about that? Later on, what to do? So to get the proper insight and give the devise a proper model, devise a proper system to classify and identify any specific problems and then give the right kind of the solutions. So AI-based model development is the main theme of this particular workshop. And we know that you take any 40, 60 sectors which are now where all the ministry are working for the cause of the mankind or making the life easier, wherever the 57% of the total industry have accepted this AI data science as a main driver to change the complete scenario of the market and their product line. And that is why, because last time I have given 37 examples of all the companies who are doing what. So maybe the robotics and automation field is completely engaged with this AI and data science. Embedding the intelligence into the mechanical systems, embedding the intelligence into the software systems, because software are very important nowadays along with the hardware which has to be made intelligence. So either Sophia maybe or the maybe Hanson Robotics, which are doing extremely well in the world. And Singularity Net is also the very one of the company. DeepMind from the Google. These are the companies which are actually driving the AI market. We were also trying to see that which country is actually focusing on to the AI and data science. I think that China, America, these are the leaders into this ones. And because as far as the quantum computing is concerned, China has developed one quantum computer and which is more superior than the IBM too. So because why this computing facility, computing power, computing processing power should be at a very lightning speed. So this is possible only with the help of the quantum computing, because at the advances and at the advent of this artificial intelligence, artificial general intelligence, artificial super intelligence, unless and until we do have a supercomputing facility which is 10,000 times better than the supercomputer, that is the quantum computer. If these are there, then the complex problems which are to be dealt by this artificial general intelligence or the artificial super intelligence, this is possible. Otherwise, when there was also the fear, currently also there is a fear that if this machines becomes more smarter and more experts than the man or human, then there may be a threat to the total complete mankind. And that's why responsible AI has come into the picture along with your conversational AI. So with the contemporary AI, because we have to go with the AI only, and that is why let the any design problems, maybe from the design thinking perspective, anything which comes now, it has to be embedded with the artificial intelligence, some algorithms, some machines, to make sense of the data which comes from anywhere. And that's why ultimately you take any sector, you take the civil engineering sector, mechanical engineering, instrumentation, anything, automation sector, wherever the process of automation is there, AI data science is playing the very vital role. I am sure this is the workshop. Contemporary AI will be really bringing the change and the difference in your life. All the researchers today, I am seeing that approximately 100 researchers are there. All the faculty, please listen that all the experts we have brought mostly from the industry. And that is why we want that all the academician, highest level of academician and highest level of the experts, those who have already contributed and been involved into this particular AI data science since long time. The TCS like company, we are working on some of the projects with the TCS too also. Mr. Vaidya had been here earlier when there was a workshop into this one. We hope so. There's this Center of Excellence which they are now existing in our college, will be the one of the premier design center. Specifically a Center of Excellence, we consider that where we will be expecting at least 150 researchers across the world will be contributing for the design, development of the various soft or the bots or the various algorithms, or taking any case study and developing the certain systems which will be useful for various sectors. Dr. Rao, let me tell you that this particular campus has been actually blessed by Honorable Mr. Satesh Patil sir, who is the Minister of Information Technology, and other 5 portfolio he is having. He has the conscious of the only quality conscious. So anything what we do, we should do with the quality conscious and with the quality people. So that is why this DY Patil College of Engineering, Akurdi, is taking the very good step. And this campus, if you look at to the physical infrastructure and physical beauty, when you enter into this campus, you will find a very green and serene, very nice environment has been created. We got 6 times PCMC award for the best campus. So the student should get the best education, best environment, clean environment, green environment. You being the man of the environment, you understand the value of the quality air. So we are trying to maintain that environment, and also the quality, along with the quality environment, we are giving the quality educational environment too. And thank you very much for being with us for this particular function. Once again, this campus has been brought up by the Colonel S.K. Joshi sir. He is a campus director. He is the man behind this particular complete setup. Once again, on behalf of myself, principal, vice principal, head of department, deans, and directors, and the students and faculty of DYPCOE College of Engineering, I welcome the both experts today, Dr. Rao and Dr. Rajeshri ma'am. Raut, thank you very much being with us. Sir. Thank you very much. Over to ma'am. Please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for sharing valuable information and motivating all of us. We feel proud and honored to have with us today a guest of honor, respected Dr. Rajeshri Raut ma'am. I'm delighted to take an opportunity to introduce Dr. Rajeshri Raut ma'am. Ma'am is Associate Professor, Electronics and Telecommunication and Dean Students Affairs, Government College of Engineering, Nagpur. Is a graduate and postgraduate of Government College of Engineering, Amravati, and has done her PhD in Error Control Coding in the year 2011. She has 11 years of teaching experience and industrial experience of 1.5 years. Her achievement includes sir, may I audible properly because I'm getting disturbance? Whatever, sir.
Yes, you are audible, madam. Yes.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Thank you, sir. To continue with, her achievement includes Nagpur City Mayor Award as a Woman Achiever in the year 2019, ISTE National Award for Innovative Research in Engineering in the year 2017, ISTE National Award for Best Engineering Teacher in the year 2013, RTM Nagpur University Best Teacher Award in the year 2011, IIFS New Delhi Shiksha Ratna Award in the year 2011. Oh God, there are too many. She has also with us 100 research publications, 6 SCI, 25 Scopus journals, and having more than 200 citations, which includes H index of 8, I index of 7, and she also has 6 patents published and delivered 60 expert talk in engineering colleges. She has also delivered expert talk and chaired international conference abroad in countries like Mexico, Dubai, and Malaysia. She has an advisory and editorial board member for many international journals. She is currently guiding 3 research scholars. 6 research scholars have been awarded PhD under her guidance. She is the only and the first lady to represent ISTE Maharashtra and Goa section as SMC, Section Managing Committee. Currently, she is an Executive Council member ISTE New Delhi. She is a fellow member of II. She has authored 2 books. One is Cognitive Radio, Basic Concepts, Mathematical Modeling and Applications, published by CRC Press. And the other is Error Control Coding for Performance Improvement in BER. The project guided by Raut ma'am, titled Design of PSK System in Cognitive Environment, was awarded Best Engineering College Project Award for the Maharashtra State in February 2016 by ISTE. The sponsored project successfully executed by her includes projects from MTech Electronics, Innotech Antennas Private Limited, and Cresol Tech Private Limited in association with IID, Indian Institute of Drones. She is well-known personality for her work in cognitive radio communication. Now, it's my privilege and honor to invite respected Dr. Rajeshri ma'am to enlighten the audience with her knowledge and wisdom. Over to you, ma'am.
Yes, thank you, Dipali ma'am. Thank you so much for the beautiful introduction. In fact, this is an honor to be over here when Honorable Rao sir is here. Honorable Vadai sir is here. It's indeed an honor to be the part of this elite gathering. I request to permit me to share my screen. Can I share my screen?
Yes, ma'am, please. Yes, ma'am. I request all the audience to make sure that you have turned your audio and video off.
Is my
Yes, ma'am.
screen sharing? Okay, fine. My PPT is visible?
Yes, ma'am. Your screen is.
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am. It's visible.
Okay, okay. So, a very good morning to one and all. Respected Principal Dr. Vijay Vadhai sir, respected Dr. Rama Mohan Rao, my AICTE-ISTE guide and friend, Vice Principal Malti ma'am, convener of the STTP, Dr. Vinayak, coordinator Professor Nilima, Professor Shanti, and Professor Dipali. Indeed, it's an honor to be a part of this elite gathering. With the blessings of the Almighty, we are all safe at home. I am saying for the workplace now is as good as a home because the students are not around. It's a pleasure to address young and talented brains listening and trying to learn from home. What we are doing right now, the distance learning itself speaks about the need of today's topic. So friends, we are here to learn contemporary AI idea to product. And in this, I, being a learner of wireless communication, will focus on role of AI in cognitive radio. So here we are with role of AI in cognitive radio technology. This will be the flow of my presentation. I would like to begin with truth of life, my own quote, a word of appreciation for the organizers. As I am representing my prestigious organization, that is the Indian Society for Technical Education, I would definitely like to highlight the efforts of IST. Then I would like to discuss about the present state of wireless world, then the opportunities, demands in wireless world, AI, the soul of the smart radio technology, which is a solution for the increased demand, the cognitive radio technology, the concepts in cognitive radio technology, and of course, the main topic, that is role of AI in CR. And finally, we will come out with a conclusion, some noteworthy conclusions about these two beautiful technologies. Of course, I will end up with references and some statements for motivation with whatever experience life has given me. Well, here it is. This is my own quote. Difficulties line up and get triggered as a circuit sequential. Difficulties line up and get triggered as a circuit sequential. I'm an electronics engineer, so I frame it in that way. So difficulties line up and get triggered as a circuit sequential to explore your hidden potential. To explore your hidden potential. As you all know, we are passing through critical time of corona pandemic nowadays, and it has impacted on all corners of our lives. So it has also impacted technical education. Since last 5-6 years, technical education in India is not being well. Although we are major engineer producers in world after China, and our intake capacity is almost 13 lakhs, it has dropped to 4 lakhs in last 6 years. And 50% of the seats are vacant. Employability of engineer is at stake. So at this time, technology like AI and machine learning gives us ray of hope. Believe me. These are the ones that have the capacity to change our lifestyle, change our thinking, and change the entire world around us. So I must congratulate DYPCOE College of Engineering, Akurdi, Pune for right catch. Indeed, the wise vision of Dr. Vijay and his team is worthy to be appreciated. Once again, a hearty congrats to the complete organizing team. Well, as an executive council member of IST, I take this opportunity to put in front of you something about IST. The Indian Society for Technical Education is a national professional non-profit making society with the motto of career development and teachers and personality development for students, career development for teachers and personality development for students, and overall development of our technical education system. It has active membership of more than 1,28,500 technical teachers, 5,35,000 student members, more than 2,740 institutional members, including the IITs, IIScs, NITs. 1,414 faculty chapters, and 1,505 students chapters at national level. Recently, IST has done MOU with BYN Melon, the global investment company. With all this entire huge body, the IST has come up with a MOU with BYN Melon, global investment company. And this MOU aims for training the trainers. IST has selected 150 professors from all over India in the field of computer and electronics, and the BYN Melon has trained them in the recent technologies like AI and machine learning and Internet of Things. And these professors are expected to train 100 students each. IST has formed the Industry Institute Interaction Cell and will guide and support our faculty as well as our students and for industry interaction, for industry ready environment. IST, AICTE sponsored STTP has been also started since last few years, where we fund up to 3 lakh rupees for 1 week program. We conduct students and faculty conventions every year and give awards as well. We sponsor students for international conferences. So, dear friends, it's a prestigious organization. And IST is doing many activities. Not only the chapters in India, but it has chapters abroad too. Singapore, Malaysia, Nepal, all these chapters are also very active. So it's high time now that institution should regenerate students' chapters and actively participate in IST activities. It's an urge from the bottom of my heart. Well, that was all about IST. Let me now come to my technical talk today. It is role of AI in cognitive radio. So let me discuss why this AI is needed. How come we have come to a conclusion that yes, there is a need of artificial intelligence in this wireless communication world. So for that, we need to discuss what is the present state of wireless world. We are into wireless world, the era of mobile communication. Every rising sun registers a beyond limit increment in the mobile data traffic. The global mobile data traffic will be approx 49 exabyte per month by 2021. That is an expectation. It may go even beyond. The mobile has turned up into your teacher. The mobile has turned up into your classroom. So see, the entire world is shrinking into your mobile. No longer now we are confined to our institutions. As I now am addressing you all who are located in Pune and all nationwide. Definitely I believe that there is participation from all over the country. So I'm here in Nagpur and being able to address you. You need not travel. So all teachers are now there for all listeners. And of course, all students. I call listeners because I realize that here we are having our teachers who are listening. Less time is being wasted in road traffic. Technology is knocking at your door. There is a total paradigm shift. Virtual shrinking of the entire world into your computer. Just see that man. He can see the entire world from that gallery, and that is expected to be your laptop. From the laptop, you are taking a look of the entire world. Virtual shrinking of the world into your computer. But, dear friends, there's a but over here. How has this been possible, and how long will this continue? Because the demand now is increasing day by day. Now, this online technology has been so much popular amongst all that almost all, like even let me tell you one example. I had a call yesterday from my student, and he said, "Ma'am, let us meet on Google." I mean, students now do not make a phone call. They take advantage of the technology. They organize a meet on Google and be expressive in explaining the difficulties and getting them solved. That what I mean to over here, or what I want to stress over here, is that the technology, online technology, is getting popular and is reaching almost every corner of the world. But this, dear friends, is posing what? Is posing a requirement. What kind of requirement? A very high bandwidth and speed has become the need of the hour. A very high bandwidth and speed has become the need of the hour. And for wireless communication, the solution they have found for this is 5G, which is already implemented in few parts of the country. But then 5G requires interoperability in the various bands, the existing band, as well as it goes up to 86 gigahertz. So dear friends, this flexibility, human thinking to extend from, or to move from one that is 800 megahertz to 86 gigahertz, it will be difficult. Here what you require is some machine intelligence to compute when to move where. This is what is AI. Here is where AI is already functioning, and perhaps much more will be required in the future. So dear friends, now 5G alone will not support. What will support is 5G based cognitive radio. So what is this? So let me come to the concept of cognitive radio first. Let me first introduce cognitive radio to you, okay? Because it is the solution to cope up with the increased demand of bandwidth and speed. So that was it, that 5G based cognitive radio and the AI involved in it, the brain gears Wi-Fi. That is the technology which is functioning for making this wireless world intelligent. AI, the soul of the smart radio technology. So dear friends, let us come to what is CR. For that, you need to understand something. What is that? The thing is that don't look on the screen. Just listen to what I'm saying. In your house, you are having a television receiver. In the television receiver, you have many channels: Sony, Star, Z, and many more. Have you heard about AICTE? Can anybody unmute and answer the question? Have you heard about AICTE? Or you can chat. Have you heard about AICTE? I will log in through my mobile also so that I can see the answers in the chat. Yes, anybody? AICTE God channel, are you aware of? The participants listening keenly?
Yes, madam. Yes.
But have you logged into God channel and seen the program? Have you ever logged?
Sometime.
That means what? That only few channels are there out of the 100 channels which are available. Only few channels are there which are popular, right? And we only log on to these popular channels. What is a wireless implementation, wireless interpretation of this? That we have data flowing only on Sony, Z, your Star Plus, your movies, okay, then your news channels, and the sports or the cartoon channel if there are kids around. Fine. Meaning thereby that data is flowing on these channels, and what about the rest channels? The rest channels are there. They are, licensed to the God channel, to the AICTE channel, but they are not being utilized. Very rarely, if there is an elderly person in the house, he may log on to AICTE or God. That too, around half an hour, not more than that. So rest of the time, this channel is going in vain. This bandwidth is going in vain. So such kind of survey, I just cited an example, such kind of survey was conducted by the Ofcom people, and what they found to their surprise was what is there on the screen. So you see the blue shades, the dark brown shade, and the intermediate shades. Now the dark brown shade tells you that the signal over there is 64 dB. And the blue says that the signal is 0, means there is no signal, there is no data. And most of the usable bands are having no data. I mean, रास्ता बना दिया है, लेकिन रास्ते पे से कोई चल नहीं रहा है. So you see, would you like to have like that to happen? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But this is happening in wireless communication. Now that was one example. Television, I gave you an example. Think of radar. Radar has a band allocated, right? Every application is given a band. You know that, right? Like the FM, the center frequency is 88 megahertz, right? I can just open this screen also so that I see the chats as well. So the FM is 88 megahertz. Can anybody tell me the center frequency of television? TV band? Center frequency of TV band? Yes, anybody? It's 200 megahertz. The center frequency of mobile, that you should know. Yes? Center frequency of mobile? Somebody listening can answer? It's 800 to 900 megahertz, right? And 1800 to 1900, that is another band. Fine. So these are called as the license frequency, and a frequency band tying up with an application is called as the static allocation. What is it called as? The static allocation. So we are onto this static allocation. हम कौन सी technology में है? We are into the static allocation technology. Okay, fine. So, dear friends, because of this, what happens is evident on the screen that most of the usable bandwidth is going in vain. And we do not want that to happen. Why? Why we do not have? Because the usable bandwidth is limited. In 5G, we are trying to transmit at 86 gigahertz, but believe me, it has many challenges. And the transmission of 86 gigahertz is not for normal customers. It is just server to server communication. User end पे 86 gigahertz पे communication नहीं हो पाएगा. क्यों नहीं हो पाएगा? Why not? Because the hazards associated, you know, if you have a prolonged talk, आपका जो ear है वो गर्म हो जाता है. होता है नहीं होता है? Definitely होता है. And think about the cost associated. In your laboratory, you are having a function generator and you are having an RF generator. What is the cost difference? If this is around 3,000 or 4,000, the function generator, that will cost around 20,000, the RF generator, or even more. Think about the 25 megahertz CRO and the 100 megahertz DSO, or the 100 megahertz CRO. There is a cost difference. Let us come to the bottom level, the ground level, the transistor. A simple BC5417 or 147, fine, 547 or 147, it costs hardly 50 paisa, 1 rupee, something like that. Okay, you get it in bunch. But what about SL100? It will cost 10 rupees. So ground level se difference hai. Why? Power transistor. High frequency is high power. E is equals to H nu. Remember that? Energy is equals to H into nu. Fine. So because of all these difficulties, you have the bandwidth, usable bandwidth limited. You cannot extend it beyond a certain frequency, and you cannot come down beneath a certain frequency. Perhaps all of you know the reason for that. Just now I said E is equals to H nu. If the frequency is less, the energy associated is less, and the signal cannot be transmitted far away. So this usable bandwidth is limited, and we are not using it properly. And we are thinking of jumping onto the high frequency, 86 gigahertz in 5G. No, that will not work. We have to have a technology wherein whatever space we are having, that should be completely utilized. So what you see on the screen is insufficiency on the spectrum utilization. Inefficiency on spectrum utilization. We are definitely not utilizing the spectrum properly. Now, what does it mean? What does this mean? Efficient utilization of the spectrum. This means that spectrum should be made available as per demand. Currently, we are into static allocation policy. And what I am talking of is dynamic spectrum allocation policy. यानी क्या कि people living in Pune very well know this. Let me cite an example again, because I want to make you aware about the technology. Rest AI, there are AI experts to tell you how AI can be utilized in, or what is the technicalities of AI. But if you know an application which needs AI, then you can make use of AI. Fine. So this is an application which will definitely require AI. तो मैं जाना चाहूंगी आपके पूना के स्ट्रीट पे. In Pune, you have a separate bus track, fine, and rest of the public, rest of the two-wheelers and four-wheelers have another track, fine. On the traffic signal, I at least have to wait for for the third turn or the fourth turn sometimes to cross the traffic lights or to get my turn, fine. So very often you must have been annoyed because of this. कि भाई वो ट्रैक खाली है, बस आ नहीं रही है, मुझे क्यों नहीं जाने देते? Why am I not allowed to move over? Yes, that is what wireless communication demands. When you get a congestion in mobile network, definitely you are annoyed. And you think, agar TV band, you definitely can think that when the TV band is empty, why cannot I transmit on TV band? I hope you got the example. Yes, that to some extent the Pune people, Pune road traffic control has implemented. It has implemented. Now see how. They estimate the probability of the bus arrival. In near future, what is the probability of the bus arriving? And accordingly, can you see my hand? I hope you can see my hand. They open up the bar. I mean the gate, and they allow the rest of the traffic to be diverted even through the bus track, knowing that in the near future there is no bus coming over. What is this? This requires probability of estimation. Fine. And this here is what your artificial intelligence will function. This was just a small example. Now in wireless, you have to think that can we transmit on other bands? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. And this is possible. ये जो moving है, for the vehicles, it is very easy to go on the other track, because this track and that track is not much different on the road traffic. However, in wireless, it is totally different. When you're already transmitting on 800 and 900 megahertz, I am talking of moving to 200 megahertz. Are you getting it? Fine. So the technology which has made this dynamic spectrum allocation possible and feasible is your cognitive radio technology. What is it? It is your cognitive radio technology. Now, why is that cognitive word come from? Cognitive कहाँ से आ गया भाई? Cognitive का dictionary meaning अगर आप देखो, if you search for the dictionary meaning of cognitive, it is a science that deals with taking decision in the present, thinking about what is going to, or estimating what is going to happen in the future. आगे क्या होने वाला है ये आज हम estimate करते हैं. We try to have several probabilities, find several, prepare some the hypothesis. That is the word of AI. Here we are into AI. So we have the hypothesis preparation, the probability estimations, and we decide whether to switch to a particular band or not. Getting it? So this is the meaning of cognitive. Thinking of or estimating what is going to happen in the future and taking decision in the present. And therefore the radio gets the name cognitive. In simple terms, a cognitive radio is a trans-receiver device that is able to understand. Understand यानी AI आ गया. AI आ गया. किसी भी सर्किट में अंडरस्टैंडिंग एबिलिटी आ गई, मतलब क्या? इंटेलिजेंस आ गया. It's an intelligent radio. So, a cognitive radio is a trans-receiver device that is able to understand and react to its operating environment. यानी उसको समझना ही नहीं है केवल कि which band is empty. It does not doesn't require only understanding of what band is empty, but then it should also be able to react. Means what? Take a decision whether to transmit or not. Now what that understanding involves, just see that the figure on the screen, the propagation environment, the equipment capabilities, whether do I have the capability to transmit. Fine. In that, what are the interferences? कौन से interference? क्योंकि every band is associated with different kind of noise. In wireless communication, every band, वो तो रास्ते पे भी होता है ना, हर कोई रास्ता सेम थोड़ी और होता है. हो सकता है कि बस ट्रैक जो है उसमें कई सारे गड्ढे हो. Fine. There can be the pits in the bus track, but the bus tires are quite huge enough to go through. But a small two-wheeler will not be able to go through. Visualize. I'm just trying to give an example, and so that you can visualize. This is what is there in wireless communication too. Every band is associated with a different set of noise. And the radio should have the equipment capabilities to meet the interference. Of course, we should be in a position to bear the cost for this. Then we have to think of the regulatory constraints also. As I told you, that when the bus is not coming, then only. What is that? That is a regulatory constraint. Fine. Then what are the systems available with us for transmission and reception? And by doing this, are we going to cater the user requirements? ये सारे चीजों का knowledge, all this understanding by the cognitive radio is required. Getting it? And this is what makes it an intelligent radio. Fine. So this was a simple definition. Now the person behind cognitive radio was Joseph Maitola, and he definitely has put it in the way the AI people would like to listen. The point in which wireless personal digital assistants, PDAs, and the related networks are sufficiently computationally intelligent. I have particularly highlighted the word for the AI listeners. I know the public over here are belonging to computer science, most of them. So here is the catch, dear participants. Sufficiently computationally intelligent about the radio resources and related computer-to-computer communications to detect user communication needs as a function of use context, and to provide radio resources and wireless services most appropriate to those needs. Even another catch is there, most appropriate to those needs. यानी करना क्या है कि सिर्फ जो है उसी पे ट्रांसमिट करना शुरू कर देना, ऐसे नहीं. अगर मेरे पास में हैदराबाद हाईवे है, फाइन, ओवर विच आई हैव टू ट्रैवल, सो आई कैन नॉट ट्रैवल विद मारुति 800. बिलीव मी, there is no good thinking if I have Maruti 800 and I choose Hyderabad highway for traveling. It's not going to work because all high-speed travelers are over there. I hope you know Hyderabad highway is an express highway. So that is it. So most appropriate to those needs. Fine. So that was Maitola's definition. Now here comes another definition which tells you what is the scope of work in this area. Fine. A radio that has, this is a definition of the SDR forum. People like me have joined this forum and are working together to make cognitive radio a commercial technology. Believe me, till date, cognitive radio is not a commercial technology. It is still under research for commercial applications. For emergency scenarios, cognitive is being utilized. So the SDR forum defines it as a radio that has in some sense awareness of changes in environment. In response to these changes, adaption aa gaya. Ye kaun sa keyword hai? I hope you are reminded of the keywords of the AI. AI ke keywords aa rahe hain. Are you getting the things? Fine. So in response to these changes, adapts its operating characteristics in some way to improve its performance or to minimize a loss in performance. यानी करना क्या है? This is what is learning. AI में यही होता है ना? It is trained. Fine. It is trained to according to the situation so that it functions more better way. Fine. Either it can improve the performance or it can at least minimize the losses in the performance. So that is it. That is where AI is functioning. Now to to build a AI-based model of a cognitive radio, to design an algorithm that will make your cognitive radio a better one, you first need to understand what will make your radio call a cognitive radio. कब आप बोल पाओगे कि आपका रेडियो जो आपने मॉडल किया है, जिसका आपने might be a simulation model, when will you be able to call it as a cognitive radio? That you should understand. For that, there are certain basics. So let me quickly go through the basics. So dear participants, there are various ways of getting into cognition. अब ये कैसा है? Let me again cite you an example. See, I have a house in Nagpur, but all of a sudden I get my transfer order. That should never happen. But then, if at all I get my transfer order and I'm shifted to Pune, fine, I have to join COEB Pune, say. So what will happen? I have a nice big huge flat over here, and by work purpose I have to shift to Pune. So what can I do that I can completely rent out my flat and in Nagpur and go to Pune, and there I can either stay on rent in some, or I can choose all the available options. What is the important catch over here is my house in Nagpur is my asset. Similarly, the bandwidth that is licensed to an application, Sony ko jo bandwidth licensed hai, Vodafone ko jo bandwidth licensed hai, VI that is now jo bandwidth licensed hai, they are the owners. That is an asset for them, and they cannot let it go in vain. Similarly, my flat is an asset for me. I will not leave it. I mean, खाली तो नहीं छोड़ूंगी. खाली तो नहीं रहेगा वो, empty तो नहीं रहेगा. I will think of earning something. Why? Because I have to pay in Pune. For staying in Pune, I'll have to spend. Fine. So this is an add-on. So I have to think of another way to just make up for that add-on. So if I know that there is at least a gap of 6 months, yani only in my Diwali and summer vacation, if I'm going to come back, what I will do, I will rent my flat for 6 months and probably to students, because almost they also need for a semester long duration. Fine. Iska matlab, when I am not needing my flat, I am not needing my bandwidth, when the Sony is not needing its bandwidth, the AICTE is not needing its bandwidth, it will ask the mobile service provider to use its band. Getting it? Fine. Only when it is not needing. Fine. The moment I come back, of course, this is all pre-decided. This is all pre-decided. ऐसे time पे नहीं होता है, because my frequency of coming again, the frequency of the owner. Let me tell you, the one who owns the band, one who is the license holder of the band in cognitive radio is called the primary user, and the other person is called the secondary user. So we'll talk in that terms now. Now the primary knows its possibilities of coming back, and therefore accordingly rents the bandwidth to the secondary. So this technology or this approach wherein the secondary takes the primary bandwidth only when the primary is not needing it. So here comes the catch for the AI, that you have to estimate what is the frequency of the user, the licensed user, to get back into its own band. This can be done from behavioral analysis, behavioral model. Once again, we are into AI. हम कैसे कर सकते हैं? By the behavioral analysis of our model, of our customer. Right? So this approach of getting into cognition is called as the interweave approach. Interwave approach. Now, interweave approach जो है, उसमें the figure says that the brown ones are the primary users and the green ones are the secondary users. And what you can see, if you can see my cursor, so these are the holes. That means this band is empty. So the secondary over here, the green one secondary have peeped in. However, the moment the primary, this brown one over here, if you can see my cursor, fine. So it has reappeared. It has come to its license band. So the green secondary had to disappear, had to hand over. So this is the interweave approach. Fine. This is the first way your model, or you can decide your model to work. Ki I will think of what is, when will the primary require, and I will occupy the primary bandwidth only when the primary is not needing it. So presence of the primary has to be tested. Fine. The next approach is the underlay approach. Now this is like, say I have my son studying in Nagpur. Okay. So my visits to Nagpur will be frequent, obviously. So what I'll do, I'll not rent the entire house. I'll keep probably a room or two for myself, and the rest I will rent out. So in this situation, what happens is, if my students are music students, अगर मेरे बच्चे म्यूजिक स्टूडेंट्स हैं तो वो दंगा करते हैं, फाइन. इंजीनियरिंग के हैं तभी भी दंगा ही करते हैं, फाइन. सो whatever way it is, I mean, if the owner of the house is not there, fine. So the tenant, what does the tenant students do? They feel they are free, they have 100% freedom, so danga karenge. Lekin the moment I am there, when I am there, they have to curtail down the danga. Means what? Noise unko kam karna padega. Let me tell you over here, for the primary signal, the secondary is a noise. Obviously the secondary is a noise because it is transmitting on the same frequency. So when this secondary has come, when this primary has come, the secondary has to lower down its power so that the S/N, signal to noise ratio, remains controlled, remains in the tolerable limits. Getting it? So this is underlay approach. यानी जो भी चल रहा है नीचे से चलने दो भाई, ऊपर में मुझे कोई आवाज नहीं आनी चाहिए. This is the underlay approach, meaning thereby that this approach allows the cognitive users to operate on a certain frequency band, either unoccupied or not. यानी अभी चिंता नहीं करनी, अभी वो इंटेलिजेंस नहीं डालना है आपको. वो इंटेलिजेंस डालना है कि सोचो, इंटेलिजेंस के बारे में सोचो. अभी पहले अप्रोच में इंटेलिजेंस क्या डालना था कि प्राइमरी प्रेजेंट है या नहीं. इस अप्रोच में क्या इंटेलिजेंस डालना है? वेदर द सेकेंडरी पावर इज इंटरफियरिंग द प्राइमरी और नॉट. Getting it? Fine. Either occupied or unoccupied means what? हमको वो देखना ही नहीं है कि whether the primary is present or not. But we have to check that provided that the interference caused to the primary users remains below a fixed threshold. Remains below a fixed threshold. This is the underlay approach. Fine. Okay. Then the next one. My students are music students. As I told you, the tenants in my flat are music students, and it will be not a good thing. It will not be justice that I don't allow the music students to practice, to play their music. They are not just playing out of hobby. It is a practice for them. It is a study for them. So what is done? What do they do? What do they do? They add to my asset. What do they add to my asset? They make their music room a soundproof room, and they don't take anything from me. But what they require is that whether I am present or not, fine, getting it, and they will not at all bother, fine, about even the power levels, even the sound. Why? Because they have already made this room soundproof. Now this is what is done in the cognitive radio also. ये एक अप्रोच है जिसमें आपको मिनिमम इंटेलिजेंस लगने वाला है. Fine. Here, the overlay approach requires minimum intelligence, but what does it require? It requires maximum power. Now, why does it require maximum power? Now you know that the secondary is a noise, S/N. Fine. If I can get my pen, just a minute. So. Okay, is it writing? Yeah, S/N. Fine. So this is primary, fine, and this is the secondary. Now because of the secondary, what has happened? This S/N जो है, S/N has come down. S/N नीचे आ गया है. तो करना क्या है आपको कि अगर ये वैल्यू नीचे आ गई है तो इसको बढ़ाएंगे कैसे? Can anybody tell me? Those who are listening actively, can you tell me? This figure has come down. So how to increase it? How can we increase it? It has come down because of increment is in N. So how can I increase? Actively listening people can answer. Very simple.
Yes, ma'am, by increasing signal power.
Exactly. Who was that?
Sumit Kumar.
Sumit Kumar, very good, sir. Very good, sir. So this has to be increased. Now, how to increase this? So, as I told you, they have made my room soundproof. So, in wireless, what do? The secondary user uses a part of its power. The alpha PS. The alpha PS is utilized to boost the primary signal, and thus the primary power is boosted. And if the primary power is boosted, jo S by N niche aaya tha aapka, this one will go up. And S by N remains constant. If S by N remains constant, primary will absolutely have no problem with the secondary, which is transmitting simultaneously. अब आप बोलोगे मैम इसमें इंटेलिजेंस तो लगता ही नहीं है. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. Can you think इसमें इंटेलिजेंस क्यों लगेगा? Can anybody tell me why will intelligence be needed here even more? I should say. What for intelligence will be needed over here?
Because ma'am, noise is a random thing, so we cannot predict their nature. So we have to work over signal only.
Yeah, perhaps let me tell you that two signals, the primary and the secondary, are transmitting on the same path. Two signals are simultaneously transmitting. Now, what will happen because of this? There can be a crosstalk.
Yes, definitely.
It can be a crosstalk. So to prevent that, you have to have intelligent data encryption and security technique. In fact, this is the approach which requires steganography. Do you know steganography? Steganography is a technique of hiding data into the pixel value. सिग्नल के मतलब पिक्चर के वीडियो के पिक्सल में डेटा हिडन होता है, पिक्सल वैल्यू में. So that high level of security for emergency data. Remember, when it is overlay approach or when it is right now also, cognitive radio is utilized for emergency purpose. यानी क्या कि somewhere there is an attack, कोई military कहीं attack कर रही है तो वो attack का location. So this is an intelligent data. This cannot be hacked. So it needs security. Fine. So data encryption algorithms, data security algorithms, that is your task. That is the task of AI people. Fine. Encryption जैसे ही बोल दिया आपका काम शुरू हो गया. So what level of encryption is needed, you just cannot imagine. So that is where you will play the role. So these are the three approaches. I think I'm done with the approaches now. Let me go to the various types. I think when you model and if you require some knowledge about this, I can talk of various types, because for AI people, this is not really much needed. Okay, like every system has its various type, even cognitive radio has its various types. Okay, fine. Let me skip to the main functions. Yeah, this is necessary. When you are modeling the system, how can you or when will you call it a cognitive radio? For that, it has to perform certain basic functions. So the most important is the spectrum sensing. Now, the spectrum sensing is what the transmitted can be done in three forms: the transmitted detection, the cooperative detection, and the interference based detection. These are the various ways in which you can sense the spectrum whether primary is present or not. So ये जो cooperative sensing जो है ना, which requires 2-3 sensors all around a location. Now what is this? अब ये location क्या है? I should explain to you this because this is which is important for you. अब कैसा है? This is really beyond imagination. This is really beyond imagination. Now, what I am doing the mobile users are mobile, fine. They are moving from one place to the other. Now, the signal is transmitted from a base station. Okay, so what do I track what do I detect when I detect whether the primary is present or not? I detect the presence of the signal. When I am at one side of a hill, मान लीजिए hilly terrain है, and I am at the side of the hill where the mobile user is not there. Fine. So a cognitive user, a secondary user, what he will feel that though the base station is there, but the mobile, if you can see my hand, the base station is there, but the mobile user is not there on this side of the hill. Okay, I can draw it over here. Fine. ये hill है. यहाँ पे आपका बेस स्टेशन है मान लीजिए जो आमतौर पे इस पे होता है. Fine. And here you have the detector and here you have the mobile user. Okay. This is your mobile user and it is transmitting and receiving from this base station. Now here is a detector secondary which is trying to transmit on the same path. So what it will sense that there is no, the primary is not there. Primary is absent. Fine. And it will take a decision to give the band to the secondary. But however, this mobile is a mobile, he is moving. So what it will do, it will, when it is traveling, abhi around the, ye hai, theek hai? You imagine that side, I cannot draw a 3D picture now over here, fine. So ye travel kar karke, ye idhar pahunch gaya, fine. Because he is traveling, might be he's in the car or a two-wheeler. So if this has started transmitting and the mobile user has come here and catching the signal again from the same base station. So this is an interference. So for such kind of the hilly terrain, for such kind of geographical locations, what do we require? We require a detector even here. We require a detector even here. I mean, pura jo entire periphery hai, sare periphery mein we require the detectors. Fine, at least 4. So this is what is cooperative detection. And believe me, you have to take a decision on the basis of majority or the time. The time for handoff, the time for, I mean, this is a spectrum handoff, okay? So this is plenty of probability estimations, plenty of intelligence into it. And this all, dear participants, is being done in real time. Or cognitive radio's promises of seamless communication, seamless यानी without break. यानी सामने वाले को हवा भी नहीं लगती. They do not even notice that we have moved from 800 megahertz to 200 megahertz. In that seamless manner, it is handed off. So if that has to be done, imagine the amount of AI required in this cooperative sensing. So this is one of the spectrum sensing method, and your model should have spectrum sensing ability. Whatever approach you choose to, whether it is transmitted detection, cooperative detection, or interference based detection. Then spectrum management. Management आ गया तो आपका intelligence आ गया. ये देखो, ये this is a catch again. The decision. So you have to analyze the spectrum. You have to analyze what all noise is there on the spectrum, on that band, and then you have to accordingly take decision. काफी सारा comparative रहता है. You have to compare the available noise with the thresholds that application can withstand. Whether I have a coding technique to combat. यानी मेरे पास में ऐसा नहीं है कि noise है तो छोड़ देना. I can have a coding technique, error coding technique to combat. Fine. So this again will be a 2-3 when it is to if this, if that, if not. ये सब ifs जब आ जाते हैं ना, it is all intelligence. It is all programming. Fine. So this is where you people will play a role, and you people are playing a role, because this is already an implemented technology for emergency communications. Okay. So this spectrum analysis and spectrum decision capability should be there in your model. Then you should have spectrum mobility. Of course, you should have spectrum mobility. Meaning what? That if I know that my owner is going to come back, I should find out. मैं लोकेलिटी छोड़ दूं क्या? मैं जहां रह रही हूँ वो लोकेलिटी छोड़ दूं क्या? जो मेरे बच्चे थे, जो स्टूडेंट्स थे, they were accustomed to that locality. The college was near that locality. वो सब्जी वाला, वो राशन वाला, वो चाय की दुकान, fine, the tea stall, and all the friends, fine. So just because my owner is coming back, should I change the entire locality? No, because I am accustomed to transmit on that band. So before taking a flat on rent, before coming into cognitions, I should understand that if I am transmitting on this particular sector, I should have an adjacent sector which becomes free when I have to exit from here. Just see the amount of intelligence कि जब ये छोड़ना पड़ेगा तब ये available होना चाहिए. Are you imagining? कि when I have to exit from one, the other should be available. So this is all the probability estimations, the design of the hypothesis model, and all plenty lot of AI involved into it. Fine. So spectrum mobility is a task that your cognitive radio model has to do. Spectrum sharing is an add-on feature, and I will not explain over here. Fine. Okay. This is particularly for communication engineers. अगर wireless communication वाला mob मेरे पास होता तो I would have gone into the depth of this. I am particularly sticking to the AI people. Okay, so you see this technology is really beneficial. It increases the utilization of radio spectrum means for spectrum holders to exploit the valuable asset, supports new business models not tied directly to spectrum availability, facilitates spectrum trading, expansion in the capacity of critical communication networks in emergency scenarios, make higher data rate service available to users, offer enhanced coverage to the user, facilitates more extensive device roaming than we see today, decreases the need for centralized spectrum management. Okay, now comes what we were looking for, the role of AI in performance optimization for CR. यानी अब तक के तो टेक्नोलॉजी जो एग्जिस्टेंस में है उसके लिए AI. Abhi, now we are thinking of performance improvement. Why do we have to go for performance improvement? Yes, quickly. If you have actively heard me, you will answer this. Why do we have to go for performance optimization? कौन सी टेक्नोलॉजी है जिसको AI का और ज्यादा इन्वॉल्वमेंट लगेगा so that it becomes implementable in India? It is already implemented abroad. Come on. Quickly. Am I audible? Have you heard the question? Have you heard the question? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
हाँ, so answer somebody. कोई आंसर करो प्लीज. कौन सी टेक्नोलॉजी है जिसमें परफॉर्मेंस ऑप्टिमाइजेशन की जरूरत है फॉर बीइंग इम्प्लीमेंटेड इन इंडिया? 5G. It's 5G. I talked कि 5G अभी भी इंडिया में इम्प्लीमेंटेड नहीं है. They are making preparations. So what is it now? Now this, let me not explain with all this. Okay, let me first of all tell you the handshaking or the similarity in between AI and CR. Okay, मुझे बताने दो कि कैसे ये दोनों टेक्नोलॉजीज बहुत से सिमिलर है. So the tools for performance optimization in AI, this you very well know, being computer people rather than me. I am a wireless learner. Okay, so multiple hypothesis testing. Fine, this is the way in which we can optimize the performance. Okay, dynamic probabilities of multiple hypotheses of primaries on each channel. Okay, then can be used with cooperative sensing as well, which I already explained to you. So this is multiple hypothesis testing. This is a tool of performance optimization and a very well understood or implemented AI tool. Okay, then now here comes why AI. Fine, artificial intelligence in cognitive radio. Now human engineers cannot predict and design for all contingencies. Distributed planning and optimization to organize and coordinate is needed. Obviously, हम एक समय पे ज्यादा से ज्यादा मल्टीटास्किंग हम कितना कर सकते हैं? How much multitasking can we do? Definitely there is a limitation. But if you think of a machine, so it is able to, I mean, you just cannot imagine the multiple fold times it can do computations than a human brain can. So distributed planning and optimization to organize and coordinate, for that AI is needed. Machine learning to observe prior experience and modify behavior, the behavioral model as I told you. Fine. Machine learning to rapidly update models. Fine. Okay, then the network trained in a desert can learn how to perform well underwater. This is the scenario. यानी इतना level of flexibility हमको लगने वाला है. Can you imagine? We require flexibility to that extent. Of course we require, because I am talking of moving from 200 megahertz to 800, and now I am planning to even go for 5G, and 5G plans of 86 gigahertz, and interoperability in between all these. In 800 Wi-Fi का भी बैंड वो कैप्चर कर रही है, Wi-Fi मोड में भी 5G काम करेगा. Then it will also operate in the existing mobile frequency band, that is 800 and 900, and the server communications will be in the 86 gigahertz. So this is as good as that कि मैंने एक चीज डेजर्ट में काम करने के लिए बनाई और मैं चाहती हूँ कि वो अंडर वाटर का भी काम करे. उतना amount of training is required. So that is where you people are going to play a role. Updation and training in that much to that much level. Let's see the similarity of these two. Fine. Minimum set of behaviors that a cognitive radio must include are, जितना भी cognitive अभी आपने पढ़ा, cognitive radio, right? It adapts autonomously to situational or environmental changes, right? Do you agree, all of you? Fine. Always in regulatory compliance. Then it has awareness. What kind of awareness? The perception and retention of radio related information. Fine. The perception, the process of acquiring, classifying, and organizing information. Acquiring, classifying, and organizing, and transmitting, actually, organizing information. So there is your brain. There are the three: the learning, the awareness, the adaptation, and the memory. Just see कि सब कुछ स्टोर करके रखना है, जो भी प्रोबेबिलिटीज एस्टिमेट की है, मेमोरी है, समझना है, लर्निंग है. फाइन. इट हैज टू बी अवेयर ऑफ द अवेलेबल अबाउट द अदर RF ट्रांसमिटिंग people. Fine. Then यानी TV transmitters है, FM transmitters है, the radar transmitters है, and whatever band is available, it should have the capability to adapt. So see, both of them are very much alike, and definitely AI will make your CR much more better. Fine. A better algorithm can definitely improve the performance of a cognitive radio. Fine. The application of the reason now, the application of logic and analysis to information. Minimum set of behaviors that a cognitive radio must include are: adapts autonomously to situation or environmental changes, as we saw earlier, always in regulatory compliance. So what does that include? That includes knowledge, expertise, and skills acquired through experience or education. So धीरे धीरे आप AI में जा रहे हो. Fine. Awareness and learning is what? Process of acquiring skills or knowledge. So this is what is the AI, and earlier that is what is the cognitive radio. Fine. So they are very much alike and definitely can function in a blended form. Definitely can function in a blended form. Now, dear participants, with very little time in my hand, let me just talk instead of the presentation. Now see, have anybody of you visited the Gupta Mahadev of MP? I will come to my that window. गुप्त महादेव किसने देखा है? गुप्त महादेव किसने देखा है? चैट पे आ जाती हूं मैं, चैट पे आंसर करो. आई वांट इट टू बी इंटरेक्टिव. कम ऑन. ओनली मी सेइंग समथिंग, यू आर नॉट रिप्लाइंग. MP किसने विजिट किया है? गुप्त महादेव किसने देखा है? नहीं देखा किसी ने? नॉट सीन. ओके. इफ नॉट सीन, चलो वो what you can say, ये जो पररी वैजनाथ वगैरह है, एक ऐसे महादेव है ना जहाँ पे से झुक के जाना पड़ता आपको. फाइन. Okay, fine. Just imagine. Now I tell you what is Gupt Mahadev. Gupt Mahadev is a place on the hill of the Pachmadi जो MP में है, वहाँ पे है. और वहाँ पे कैसा है कि there is a narrow slit in between two mountains, और वहाँ से जाके फिर there is a kind of a place. Just look at my hands, जहाँ पे वो महादेव की पिंड है. Fine. The god Mahadev is there. Fine. So what the people have to do in between the narrow slit like opening in between these two, Pachmari, right, Vishakha ma'am. So in between these two mountains, the slit-like opening is there, and वहाँ से होके गुजर के दर्शन लेना पड़ता है for visiting the god, for taking the blessings from the god. ऐसे जाना पड़ता है. अब कोई बंदा देखो है, वो एकदम ऐसे सीना तान के वहाँ से गुजरना चाहता है. क्या वो गुजर सकेगा? Can I with all my hands and spread out, can I pass from this narrow slit? No. What do? I have to turn like this. अगर आप मुझे देख सकते हो, I'm turning my chair. Fine. तो ये ऐसा है, ऐसे जाने से मैं नहीं जा पाऊंगी, मैं फंस जाऊंगी. So I have to take it in this way. So what is this? This is adapting to whatever space is available. तो ऐसी narrow bandwidth भी कभी-कभी transmission के लिए cognitive radio में available रहेगी और हमें किसी भी हालत में transmit करना है. In any case, we have to transmit because it's an emergency scenario. Fine. So if I have to transmit, then what I have to do? I have to do this. यानी ऐसा का ऐसा करना है. मतलब क्या मुझे data compression करना है. So here what comes into picture is your data compression algorithms. The AI-based optimized the data compression algorithms, which will meet the degree of compression. Your neural network will have what the weights and all will have the testing कि भाई उतना degree of compression मुझे मिला है कि नहीं. जब तक के मिला नहीं है तो the iterations will go on, and then the data will be floated onto the available narrow bandwidth. So such kind of advanced AI-based algorithms for transmitting into narrow band, which should meet the degree of compression. Yeah, this is the need of the 5G implementation. Then think of the other situation कि भाई मैं मुझे जाने के लिए इतना रास्ता काफी है, लेकिन I have a big I have a huge space. जैसे कि when I come to the college, I come in a single car. But when Chief Minister comes to my college, there is a convoy. और उससे भी ज़्यादा, if the president is moving out, then there is a huge convoy. क्या नहीं होता, हाथी घोड़े सब कुछ होता है. Fine. So does the president need that? No. It is the importance of that post, that person, that needs it. Fine. So if there is an important data which has to be transmitted, तो समझने की कोशिश करो. Try to understand the analogy. Fine. So when such an important data is traveling over such a what you can say highly prone to hazard environment. Fine. इतना ऐसे environment में जो कि open to all है, in cognitive radio the spectrum becomes open to all. So how to prevent hacking of such kind of a data? So why is the convoys are there to secure. Fine. तो ऐसा ही करते हैं कि भले ही मुझे इतना ही space लगता है, लेकिन मैं transmit इतने space में करती हूँ. क्यों करती हूँ? क्योंकि कभी मैं इस जगह से जाती हूँ तो कभी मैं उस जगह से जाती हूँ. मतलब क्या कि RAJESHREE जो राजश्री है, R जो है वो इस रास्ते से जाएगा, J जो है वो दूसरे रास्ते से जाएगा, E जो है वो तीसरे रास्ते से जाएगा. अगर किसी ने R को कैप्चर भी कर लिया तो वो राजश्री था, ये किसी के पल्ले नहीं पड़ेगा. The people will not understand that it was Rajeshri because they could hack only R. Fine. Rest they couldn't hack because it was traveling on totally different frequency. President की जो कार होती है ना, it takes a different location in the convoy every time the president comes out. Do you know that? So that is what is thinking. I mean, what is intelligence? Okay. So this kind of performance improvement, and when high bandwidth is available, we can send the data more securely. So AI will function either to improve the performance, as SDR had said. Remember, SDR ने बताया था, SDR forum ने बताया था. Fine. That AI can function to improve the performance, or it can at least think of minimizing the losses, data compression. Getting it? Fine. So this is where you people have to think about this technology and get involved into this technology. Okay, fine. So this is what is expected from you people. Actually, what I had was, all this was in the form of the technical blocks, but then I chose only giving you the technology concept. Fine. So this is what all I was talking of. So these are the units that will require AI. Fine. The coding techniques, advanced coding techniques, then the performance optimization by the channel coding techniques and the spread spectrum techniques, transmitting data on a higher bandwidth than minimum required. Okay, तो इसमें jumping किस form में करना है, इसके लिए special AI algorithms होते हैं. Fine, how to jump. Okay, so net total. What is the net total? The use of AI in cognitive radio, in fact, is what makes the radio intelligent and different from the one existing. More and more structured algorithms and use of machine learning rather, not machine language, machine learning will make cognitive radio a commercial feasibility. what is the net output of this? अगर हमको ये technology commercially available करनी है, fine. So what you people, what engineers, researchers have to do, more and more structured algorithms. Why? Because ये सब real time में होना चाहिए, जल्द से जल्दी, rapidly. I mean fast processing algorithms. ऐसे नहीं कि you write huge programs. No, small, short and being executed in a very short time span, nanoseconds execution उसका रहना चाहिए. Fine. Such more and more structured algorithms and use of machine learning will make that CR a commercial feasibility. So here I end with my technical presentation. These are the references that were used for my technical presentation, and one of them is my own book, which is Cognitive Radio Basic Concepts, Mathematical Modeling and Application by the CRC Press. Okay. Am I audible now? I hope.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So these were the references. Now, before I conclude, I have a question to you. Again, a question. Now this is I have done with my technical. Now let me come to something motivational. Okay. So something motivational to conclude. Would you like to sit besides a pond, or would you like to sit beside a river? Come on, tell me. Would you like to sit beside a pond, or would you like to sit beside a river? मैंने जानबूझ के स्लाइड चेंज कर दी क्योंकि उसमें आंसर था. Now this you should answer यार. This you should unmute your mic and answer. आपको पॉन्ड के साइड में जाके बैठने को अच्छा लगेगा कि रिवर साइड में बैठने के लिए अच्छा लगेगा? Come on. All participants.
Ma'am, participants are answering in chat box.
Okay, fine. I will just go to that window. Yeah, Riverside. Vishaka ma'am has answered Riverside. Snehal ma'am has answered Riverside. Dipali ma'am has also answered. Now, why so? अब बताओ क्यों? Why? Why so? Why? Shanti ma'am? The freshness and the view. Very good. What makes the river water fresh and the pond water is not fresh? Come on. What makes it fresh? River water.
It's flowing water.
Yes, Dipali ma'am. Very correct. Very correct. It is flowing. That is the quality of life. The life should keep on moving. Stagnancy mat aane do. Seekho. Nai technology seekho. Fine. So that is the way you can make your life really worthy. So why is the river so beautiful? Because it is flowing, and not only flowing, dear participants. There are huge rocks on which the water splashes. वो लहरें जो होती है ना, वो पत्थरों से टकराती है, फिर उसके ऊपर उठ के अपना रास्ता निकालती है. और यही हमें जिंदगी में करना है. अभी बहुत छोटी हूँ इतना सब बताने के लिए, बट जितना भी मैंने अपनी जिंदगी में सीखा है बस वही आपके सामने रखना चाह रही हूँ. दैट नो डिफिकल्टी इज परमानेंट, सो cope with it and try to find your way over it, just like the river does it. And believe me, the difficulties in your life make your life much more worthy, much more meaning is added to your life. So keep learning, and these kind of workshops, give you an opportunity to get acquainted with the current day technology. And now in this situation, you are doing it right from your place. So what else can be better? छुट्टी नहीं लेना है, family से दूर नहीं जाना है, बच्चों की care करते करते मुझे सीखना है. So this is what we are into, and utilize this complete 6 days to learn this technology to implementation level. जो भी application मैंने बताया है, the application, the product now I have talked of, fine. So how can you bring that knowledge to product form? How can you implement it? That you have to see in this entire 5 or 6 days. Before I conclude, I just wish to quote a few lines. These are not my lines. Can you just mute your mic, please? Thank you, Rao sir. Thank you. So to conclude, I have a few lines. These are the lines from the title song of a serial that I used to watch when I was a kid. But they have made a great impact in my mind and my heart. The lines are engraved kind. Fine. So what are these lines? These lines are, वो पत्तियां न कभी हरी हुई, वो पत्तियां न कभी हरी हुई जिन्हें छांव में रखा गया, वो पत्तियां न कभी हरी हुई जिन्हें छांव में रखा गया, उन्हें धूप में रखा जाए, उन्हें धूप में रखा जाए, जिन्हें बादलों की तलाश है, जिन्हें बादलों की तलाश है। कभी हादसों की डगर मिले, कभी हादसों की डगर मिले, कहीं मुश्किलों का सफर मिले, कहीं मुश्किलों का सफर मिले, ये चिराग है मेरी राह के, ये चिराग है मेरी राह के, मुझे मंजिलों की तलाश है, मुझे हादसों की तलाश है, मुझे हादसों की तलाश है। With that, I thank you all for the patient listening, and I thank once again Dr. Badai sir and all the entire organizing team for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much, ma'am. It was a very insightful and technical session on role of AI in cognitive radio. On top of it, it was indeed a motivating and extremely informative session. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Moving to next. Successful people are not gifted. They just work hard and then succeed on purpose. We are delighted to have such an impactful personality with us. Our chief guest of the day, respected Dr. Ramamohan Rao sir. Sir's contribution in the field of education, his charismatic personality, extraordinary ability to get the momentum going in all initiatives had set standards of excellence. Presence of respected Rao sir is a blessing. I feel proud to introduce Dr. Rao sir here. Dr. Rao has graduated in BE degree in 1984 from Andhra University and ME degree in the year 1992 from Government College of Engineering, Amravati, Maharashtra State, and pursued his doctorate degree in Environment Engineering from Sant Gadge Baba Amravati University, Amravati in the year 2002. After serving 17 years as an academician on various positions, he joined as a principal in PR Engineering College, Vallam, Tanjavur, Tamil Nadu in the year 2003. He is currently serving as a principal in Dr. Paul's Engineering College in Tamil Nadu from 6th March 2006. Dr. Rao was a National Executive Council member of AICTE New Delhi during the year 2017-19 and re-elected from Puducherry for the year 2020-2024. He is also a life member of various professional bodies, which includes Indian Society for Technical Education, ISTE, Institute of Engineers India, that is IA, Institution of Public Health Engineers, that is IPHE, Indian Water Works Association, which is IWWA, Indian Association for Environmental Management, that is IAEM, Association of Scientists, Developers and Faculties, which is ASDF. Dr. Rao is recognized Research Supervisor of Anna University, Chennai and Sant Gadge Baba Amravati University, Amravati, for guiding PhD research scholars under the Faculty of Engineering in the area of Environmental Engineering. Under his guidance, 3 candidates have received their doctoral degree and 6 more are pursuing it. Dr. Rao has published 60 research papers in national and international journals, 44 papers presented in national and international conferences on environmental issues, notably on water and wastewater treatment. Dr. Rao has published 3 books and filed applications for 3 patents which are already published. Dr. Rao was an academic council member of Anna University, Chennai during the year 2009-11. After that, he is affiliation committee member of Anna University of Technology, Coimbatore in the year 2009. Dr. Rao is certified as academic leader by Wipro Technologies, Bangalore in pursuit of excellence in engineering education through innovation. To continue further, he has received many prestigious awards. Among them are Best Governing Council Member of the Year 2017 from ASDF, Lifetime Achievement of the Year 2016 from ASDF Global Award 2016, Outstanding Educationalist Award from JCI Pondicherry Elite on 4th October 2016. Best Academic Administrative of the Year 2015 from ASDF, organized by Techno Forum Group, US, UK, Germany, Australia, Thailand, and India. Best Citizen of India by International Publishing House, New Delhi, in the year 2001. Best Lecture Award at 36th Annual Convention of IWWA held during 9 to 11th Jan 2004 at Ahmedabad. Listed as one of the leading professionals from around the world in Who's Who in Science and Engineering 2007 by Marcus, Who is Who. Outstanding Scientist of the 21st Century by International Biographical Centre, Cambridge, England. International Professional of the Year 2008 by International Biographical Centre, Cambridge, England. Dr. Rao has delivered many lectures on to create an environmental awareness among the public in different educational institutions across the country. He organized many conferences, FDPs, and workshops, notably among them are sponsored by AICTE, ARB, IE, IWWA, etc. He is an editor-in-chief of International Journal of Research and Engineering, Science and Technologies, editorial board member of International Journal of Applied Management and Technology, and is editorial board member of Journal of Institutions for Public Health Engineering, Kolkata. He is peer reviewer of many international and national journals. Dr. Rao was a jury member of AICTE Chhatra Vishwakarma Award 2019, held at AICTE headquarters, New Delhi. I deem it a great privilege to invite respected Dr. Rao sir to address the audience with his words of wisdom. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Deepali madam, for the nice introduction. Good morning to all. Guest of honor of this inaugural function, Dr. Rajeshri Raut, who is also co-member of Executive Council IST in New Delhi. The most respected principal of this esteemed institution, Dr. Vijay M. Vadai. The Vice Principal of this institution, Dr. Mrs. P. Marathi. Dr. Vinayak G. Kotavar, the convener and head of the Department of Science Engineering. Coordinators, Mrs. Neelam Patil, Mrs. Shanti K. Guru. Assistant Professor, Mrs. Deepali M. Gohil. My another co-executive member, Dr. Ashok More, head of the Department of Civil Engineering. DYPCOE, College of Engineering, Akurdi. Other dignitaries present, organizing committee members, and dear participants, Namaskar. I'm very happy to be part of this inaugural function of 6 days online induction refresher program on contemporary AI idea to product, sponsored by the All India Council for Technical Education, New Delhi, and the Indian Society for Technical Education, New Delhi, organized by the Department of Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir,
Yes,
you're
sir.
audible.
Yeah, am I audible? Yeah,
Yes.
sorry for there is some interruption. So to be associated with this premier institution, I'm very much thankful to the organizers also for inviting me as a chief guest to deliver the inaugural address of this program. I congratulate the organizers for choosing the excellent topic to train the faculty. So first of all, before going into my addressing, I want to ask how much time I can take. I think for 20 minutes, madam. 20 to 25 minutes maximum.
Yes, sir.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, because why I'm asking is the teachers and political leaders are very dangerous because they are all highly talkative. Once they get mic and opportunity and audience, there won't be any full stop, only commas. So that's why now please bear with me for a maximum of 25 minutes. And I'll try to finish it because everybody with the stomach is calling for lunch.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, first of all, 3 C's. First C stands for communication, confidence, and commitment. Powerful. The confidence. Teaching is not easy. Like Rajeshri Raut madam has talked about subject. I am not talking about any subject. I talk about the general topic. First of all, we are all teachers. We must have the confidence. Unless we have the confidence, we cannot do the justice to the profession. You have to do the justice when the appointment is given to you as a faculty member. You have to give the commitment to your management. You have to give the commitment to your principal. You have to give the commitment to your HOD. You have to give commitment to your stakeholders. Otherwise, it is injustice. The confidence, even going to the classroom, teaching to the students, standing in front of them, or the students or audience, it is not easy job. It is an art. Everybody cannot do this thing. Even university rank holder may be very good in a subject, but may not deliver the subject, present the things, contents in front of the students, maybe because of the stage fear. So that's why confidence is required. When you have the full confidence, you can boldly say that I can turn the sand into stone. That much confidence you should have. Then commitment, I already told you that you have to give the commitment to the organization and your stakeholders, and communication. I am born and brought up in Andhra Pradesh. My mother tongue is Telugu. Because we are all engineers, we know the English. And I worked in Maharashtra for 17.5 years. I can speak very fluent Hindi. Me Marathi bol sakta ho. Marathi, I can speak Marathi. I can speak Tamil. So I know 5 languages. Like Raut madam has told that in our addressing the participants, she doesn't know. Even I don't know because where their participants may be from different states. So we don't know the language. The best media of communication is only English. If I started talking in Tamil or if I started talking in Hindi, so there may be some of the participants we are missing. So that's why the communication is very important. The first C stands for confidence, second C stands for commitment, third C stands for communication. So now, because I don't know the participants, this one I open it that the participants are there from across the country. So I'll follow the English medium. They're organizing this kind of programs, particularly in this pandemic situation. It is not so easy because the organizers, they have to communicate to they have to give the publicity to about the program. They have to get the participants. They have to communicate to the participants. They have to identify the resource persons. They have to communicate with the resource persons, and then organizing it. Now I am conducting this program. The power went off. So there is a network. Some incoming calls are coming. So there is a network connectivity problem. There are difficulties are there, practical difficulties. So it is organizing such a program, virtual program during this pandemic situation. It is not easy. So I appreciate the organizers for taking this initiative to conduct the program, the third section of this program very successfully. And I wish the organizers in advance best of luck that this program participants will get benefited and successfully they complete. And COVID-19, COVID long form is coronavirus disease 2019 have made a big damage in the entire world, like in the health sector, commerce, economy, industrial growth, employment, education, or tourism, everywhere got destroyed. Though there are some setbacks, we learned some good things. In this kind of situations, we are habitual of physical teaching, classroom teaching, chalk and talk method. But now we are I am sitting in Pondicherry and having the program at Pune. So this, even anywhere in the world, we can have the program. So now we are practicing and we are becoming habitual in this kind of situations. So this is a good thing. So sometimes we feel that because I'm teaching line quite long, 35 years almost. Okay, we know that chalk and talk method. Sometimes we feel that video presentations, chalk and talk is not much effective. Now this we are finding that virtual mode is also good in difficult situations. But virtual mode also there are some practical difficulties. I feel that, I opinion that the blended method or hybrid method, a combination of physical chalk and talk method, physical presence, or virtual method is a good result. Dear participants, taking part in such kind of FDPs, workshops, seminars, conferences, it gives a platform to improve our knowledge, to enhance our knowledge. Knowledge means latest knowledge. And it is an opportunity, so make use of it. By becoming a member of various professional bodies, like member of various professional bodies like Indian Society for Technical Education, Institution of Engineers India, Indian Water Works Association, and IPHE, like this, and IETE for Electrical and Electronics Engineers, Computer Society of India for Computer Science, IT Engineers. So the various professional bodies are there. By becoming a right member of this such kind of professional bodies, you will get a lot of opportunities to take part in one. To enhance your knowledge is one advantage, and second one is you get connected with a lot of people, new people, and you will have the contact with the intellectuals, think tanks. So to expand your network, it is always advisable to become the right member of various professional bodies and taking part in such programs. Rajeshri Rose Madam has already told about the IST's activities. IST in New Delhi is having 130,000 plus right members from IITs, NITs, universities, and other professional institutions. And IST organizes many programs like this kind of faculty program, development programs, and annual conventions, conferences. And IST is publishing the quarterly journal, and you people can contribute the papers for the publication into this journal. And AICTE is inviting the proposals for conducting this kind of FPP programs for the period 2021 and 2022. Those who have missed it to submit it, you can submit the proposals. Now technologies are under the IST and AICTE will extend the sponsorship financial assistance up to 3 lakhs rupees to conduct this kind of program. So I request the members to become right members of ISTE. And the technologies are changing very fast. What we equipped yesterday is not there today. What we are having knowledge today may not be seen after some time. So you have to update, like Rajeshri Madam is telling that 2G, 3G, 4G, and now 5G. Okay, this kind of latest technologies you have to adapt. We need to equip the latest skills and knowledge, otherwise we will remain as a backbenchers. If you feel that whatever knowledge I am having, I have with this knowledge, I can survive throughout my life in this highly competitive world. If you are thinking in this direction, you are wrong. You are a frog in a well. हुआ में मेंढक है, तो ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. You have to adapt new technologies and changes. Adapt like a chameleon. हिंदी में बोलते हैं गिरगिट, मराठी में गिरगिटा. So chameleon, when it is climbing onto the tree, its body color changes to green. If it is climbing on a white wall, its body changes to color. And if it climbs on a red color or some material, its body changes to red color. So we also should be like this. We must change. When the technology is changing, we also must adapt, learn the new technology. We have to change. We should not think that whatever knowledge we have, that is enough. Lata? So take this example. Okay. So changes are inevitable. If you take the example, am I audible?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Take the example of Nokia and Samsung. Once upon a time, Nokia was the number one in India as far as cell phones marketing is concerned, and Samsung after that. But the problem is Nokia followed Microsoft operating system, and Samsung took the Android. It is user friendly. The people started buying Samsung. So when the technology is changing, when the user friendly technology is there, so the Samsung took the market, captured the market. So my dear friends, participants, you have to change. You have to adapt to new technologies. Teachers need to update the knowledge periodically by taking part in this kind of programs. Producing industry-ready skilled engineers. I'm repeating, producing the industry-ready skilled engineers is important, not just mere engineers, So for that, you should know what is the requirement in the industries, IT companies, what they follow, you should accustom to that new technologies, and then you have to get practiced, and then you have to transfer this knowledge to the students. Then only the students will get employed. And the teachers are also the parents. It is a responsibility of the teachers not only to produce a skilled engineers, it is a necessity to make the good citizens of the country. For example, teachers, they feel that taking the slip, what they want to deliver in the classroom, chalk and duster, they go to the classroom. They have a very good theoretical knowledge, no doubt. They will go and deliver the lecture. So we make the students, to learn more theoretically, but practical knowledge we concentrate there. But in foreign countries, 60% practical knowledge, only 40% theoretical knowledge they teach. But in India, it is reverse. I don't think even 40% practical knowledge we demonstrate. So our engineers are lacking in the practical knowledge. So this now artificial intelligence, machine learning, cloud computing, big data, blockchain, Hadoop, that Balesa has rightly said that artificial intelligence plays a role in every field. Even civil engineering, I'm a civil engineer, in civil engineering, mechanical, everywhere we require artificial intelligence. Even nowadays, not only engineers, other than engineers like BA, BCom, BSc, BBA, MBA, these people are also seeking entry into mission-related skills to bring their new shape to their work. So you have, by participating, you have to, just like I'll give one example, cell phone. This is a cell phone. If we charge the cell phone daily, you can use the cell phone. For what purpose we are maintaining, it will give the purpose. If you don't charge, it won't work. But still, there is a use. There is a use of this instrument. What is? It will work as a paperweight. But for paperweight purpose, we did not spend some several thousands on this device. So, my dear friends, we also need to recharge your brain by taking part in FDPs, workshops, refresher courses, conferences, seminars. By participating in this one, you have to refresh your knowledge. You refresh your rain. So, and qualification and experience certificates. BE degree, ME degree, PhD, postdoctoral degree. These are all just papers. Today I am having the degrees and 35 years of teaching and academic experience, research experience. If I am not doing justice to my profession, if I am not doing the justice to the assignment given to me, the task given to me, it is just a paper only. So this is not important. What is your skill in your area, teaching skill? Your teacher, how effectively you teach, that is more important. So otherwise, this experience, qualifications and experience is just mere paper. You should have a vision. You should have an action. You should have a dedication. Vision is what? You want to be a teacher, remain as a teacher, assistant professor. No, you should not think. Smaller aims are bigger plans, right? Our President of India, Dr. APJ Kalam sir, has told. You should have a big vision. You should become a principal or director of the premier institution like DYPCOE. You should think of becoming a vice chancellor of a university. That should be a vision, not to work as an assistant professor or associate professor or professor. So, and vision, when I am talking about the vision, I'll tell you one real thing. One multi-talented person invited to one reputed English news teacher for the interview. This man went there and he was taken the seat, and the person who is interviewing asked, "Sir, when you lost your..." Actually, he is a blind person by birth. He's a blind person by birth. So the person asked, when you lost your vision?" "Sorry, sir, I don't lost my vision. I lost my eyesight." So vision is different. The eye vision is different. Personal vision is different. My dear friends, you should have the big vision. A vision. You want to become a vice chancellor, because we are teachers. I am talking about this related to this field. You should want to become a director, principal of a premier institutions, or a vice chancellor for this one. So you should have a big vision, and you should have action. Keeping a vision is not enough. You should have an action. What is the action plan? How can you reach to that level? So become assistant professor, associate professor, you cannot go like that unless and until you deserve it. You have the qualification, you have some requirement, fulfilling the requirements. You cannot reach to next professions. Career growth is not possible unless and until you have the fulfilling the criteria. So you should have the action. You should have the action plan when you want to become a vice chancellor of a university. So keep an action plan, and you should have the dedication. Having the vision and action plan are not enough. You should dedicate yourself to execute the actions. So I think I think Deepali madam has told about 1440. 24 multiplied by 60 is equal to 1440. Right from the President of India to the sweeper, the Bangi sweeper, everybody is having only 1440 minutes, not 1441.
वही कनेक्टिविटी प्रॉब्लम तो आता ही है ना.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So everybody is having the photo. Sorry, I am using my mobile phone only. Am I visible?
Yes, sir. Properly. Yes.
Yeah. So everybody is having 1440. teachers should not say that I have so many lectures. My HOD has given a lot of work, and my college has given a lot of work. I am inward. So you should not say like this. Everybody is having 40 minutes in a day. So you have to use it properly. You have to prepare your timetable, schedule, and then this one. And suppose you are going for this one, you should give your resume or profile, not biodata. Many times, being a principal, when I am calling the applications for the recruitment purpose, I receive a lot of resumes, not resumes. I call it as a biodata. It is a 2 pages paper, and everything is already formatted. Only you have to fill the gaps. And even undertaking you have to give with the signature, but people don't put the signature also. And it requires to prove that you are a qualified person, you have to encourage the supporting documents. Even they don't attach the photocopies of these documents. I feel that why I'm saying this one is, people are very casual. A 2 pages biodata. This biodata is you say that my father is so and so, my mother is so and so, I have 2 brothers, 1 sister. Okay, and this one, why being a recruiter, why I require your family? Yes, a family information is required. For what purpose? Which background you have come. That only I understand. Other than that one, I look into your skills, your talents. So that is not there. So when you are going for a higher cadre, you should not submit biodata, your biological data. You must submit your resume or profile. How can you give the resume or profile contents of several pages? By attending this kind of programs, you acquire knowledge, you implement it, you get some. So to this one, faculty need to improve some different areas. If you want to prepare your resume or profile very strong, to develop a confidence, I already told you, you have a confidence to turn the sand to stone. If you have the guts, confidence, you should have some kind of skills in 9 areas. I call it as 9 mantras. If anyone interested can note down the points also. First, dedication to teaching. Dedication to teaching means for a teacher, it is not just like that going to the classroom, teaching the given subject and delivering the content and making the students to appear for the examination. No, this is not the dedication to teaching. There are a lot of things you have to do. So your teaching is good. If you are able to produce good results, the people will say that my teacher is good. Are you happy with the people? The people say that you are a good teacher. No, it is not your this. You should not keep this one as a target. There is something higher than the good. What is it? It is better. You should not. If the people say that my Savanans, this one, Mr. Abhishek is a better teacher in my department. No, it is not right. There is something higher than the better. That is the best teacher. Are you happy if the people say that Mr. Karthik is a best teacher? No. Again, that is not an end. There is something higher than the best. That is a unique teacher. You should be a unique teacher. Unique teacher is, you should not remain not a good teacher. You should be a good counselor. And there are 3 categories of students in any classroom. A good students, average students, below average students. If you are able to teach and make the students pass, all the students, even including the below average students, then you can say that you are a unique teacher. If I see some lot of advertisements in newspapers, 1 full page advertisement, some coaching centers, like NEET coaching centers or JEE coaching centers across India. When the result declared, we got 100 ranks. They give full page advertisements. How many students you educated, and out of that, how 100 ranks you got? There are some lakhs of students are educated throughout the country. at a different centers, 300, 400 centers. Out of several ranks, you got 100 ranks. It is not I don't think it is a big task, a difficult task. In your classroom, where the 60 students are there, in that 60 students, if the 20 students are below average students, then you make the below average student the last student to get pass, at least pass. Then you are a good teacher, best teacher, or unique teacher. So dedication to teaching is very important. And the second point is the publications. That Raut Madam has published several papers in international journals. Introducing, I had that H score. So publications are very important. You should not when you take up good projects, student projects, you can convert the projects into papers. You involve in the funded research projects. Then you convert the research into the technical papers. So publication of papers in a high impact journals is very important. And third one is involving the funded research projects. The principal sir has already told that he has associated with very many organizations. I congratulate and I extend my best wishes to the institution for success in this one. I think under his dynamic leadership, definitely this institution will reach more and more heights. So make use of these available facilities and publish papers and involve in the research projects. Not necessarily suppose you are not getting the funds from the AICTE or DST. Even you can try the local industries, whatever thought it has come into your mind. You go to some local industries, you present your idea, let them get convinced. If they feel that this idea is good, they will give you financial support for doing the research. So, and again, quantum of amount is not important. You should get the sponsorship, that is a credit to you. And fourth one is the patents. If you do a project, a good project, if it is successful, you convert it into a patent. You apply for the patent. Then books publication. Your principal sir has published the books, and Rajshri Raut Madam has published books. So publish the books. Once you get expertise in your subject, which you are teaching for several years, if you are a unique teacher, and if you have the confidence on your subject, then you can easily publish one book. Now, maybe in your subject, even you can publish a book on general topics. I published 2 books on my subject, civil engineering. Then I thought of that it will reach only limited number of students. Then I want to reach more and more general public. Then I published Enhance Your Interpersonal Skills, IPS, Interpersonal Skills. So right from the school-going child to the adults, even with the senior citizens sitting in the house, they can read this book. This book comprises of small in various skills with the small stories, relevant stories. So publish books. This is the 5th one, and 6th one is a resource person. If you are good in subject, if you are a good speaker, then people will invite you to speak in various occasions. Deliver the lecture, maybe physical presence or through online. You can reach anywhere in the world through this virtual mode. So become a resource person in India or abroad. This is the 6th one. And the 7th point is lifelong learning. Because we are in the teaching profession, I already told you, if you are thinking that whatever knowledge you are having, this is enough for survival throughout your life in the highly competitive world, is wrong. So teacher has to equip frequently with latest technologies. So that's why teacher has to learn throughout life, lifelong learning, by taking part in this kind of refresher courses and FDPs. And eighth point is awards and rewards. When you have some successes, you are a good, unique teacher, you produce 100% result, your institution will reward you a good best teacher award. And if you are doing good research work, you will get, because of your credentials in academics and research. So the various bodies, professional bodies will invite you, recognize your work and give the awards and rewards. Like Rajeshri Raut Madam has received the best teacher award. So there are bodies which recognize your work. So for that you have to plan and get some credentials. Yeah. And the last ninth point is, ninth mantra is the membership in professional bodies. Today, we are, I think, almost 45 members are there right now. And when I was joining here, there were 92 members in this group. So today, 92 members, I am able to see, they were able to see me because I'm the member of ISTE and I executive council member. That ISTE has become a proposed by name to your institution to invite me as a chief guest. So I'm this one because this is because of ISTE. I am a right member of ISTE. So you become a member of various professional bodies and take part into various programs. So 9 mantras I told you. The first one is dedication to teaching. Second one is publications. Third one is involving in the research projects. Fourth one is patents, filing the patents. And the fifth one is publishing the books and becoming a resource person in India and abroad and lifelong learning. So this seventh point, awards and rewards. And the ninth point is a membership in various professional bodies. Your brain should always think, should always get innovative ideas, novel ideas. Anything you look, why it is happening, how it is happening. When you put these questions, then only you start thinking and then solutions will come, different answers will come. I'll say that IIT is not Indian Institute of Technology. I'm not talking about one. My IIT is different. I stands for innovation. Innovate the novel technologies or novel products. I stands for innovation. The second I stands for incubation. Suppose I have a good idea. I want to do it, but I don't have the facilities. I know that the DYPCOE College of Engineering, Akurdi, Pune is having the facilities where I can make use of the facilities. I can execute my idea into reality. I'll make an experiment, sir. Then I'll approach the college institution or company or industry where the facility is available, and I will try to implement my thought. Where incubate, that is called incubation. First, I stands for innovation. Second, I stands for incubation. Once the product is successful, your idea is successful, your thought is successful, it is made it into reality, then we should not keep it idle. It should be useful to the society. So you will try to identify the entrepreneur who can take up your idea, your innovation to market it. So in that case, you transfer the technology to the entrepreneur by selling the technology, or you keep the royalty, 5%, 10%, 15% royalty. So IIT is innovation, second I is incubation, the third letter T is transfer of technology. And when you are doing this one, you should not be a copycat, because it will be identified. Suppose some automobile car is there. If you have to, you are making a replica of the same car without making any changes. It is of no use. It is already existing. So there should be some novelty. So you should not be a copycat. Now, internet has brought a lot of changes. Up to 95, when we used to go to the bank to withdraw 500 rupees, we used to take the withdrawal slip and then filling the form, giving it in the counter by standing in the queue, wrong queue, then waiting for that one, then again going to the cash counter, standing in a big queue. There is a lot of process, sir. Now, internet has brought complete change after 95. Only if you have the debit card or credit card in your purse or pocket, you can, if the money is available in your account, you can go anywhere in the world without carrying single pie. Only credit card or debit card is enough. By sitting in our house, we are booking the tickets, like train tickets, flight tickets. By sitting in our house, we are ordering the products. When in 1995, when CDEC Center was started in Badda Engineering College, where I was working, all of you know the very popular personality, Dr. Vijay Bhatkar sir, the pioneer of the computer revolution in our country. Dr. Vijay Bhatkar sir, his native place is very close to Amaravati. So he used to visit our college many times, and we purchased the supercomputer Param that time. When the people said, when we established the CDEC Center, the people from Pune, CDEC, they used to come and then talking about the e-commerce. That time I was thinking, how this is happening by sitting in our house, how can we get the product? Because we are habitual of going to the shop, selecting the product and giving the money and getting the back. This is the mindset, our mindset. But how it is possible e-commerce? Now it is this one. So the technology has changed a lot because of various artificial intelligence. Now restaurants, hotels are run by the artificial intelligence. Even Bangalore and in Chennai, I've seen the restaurants, only robots are managing. So we have to adapt these technologies, and you can, suppose if I want to come to your institution from Pondicherry, by road I want to come, just I will open the GPS navigator and I'll find out how much distance is there, how much time it will take. Accordingly, I'll set this one. I need not ask anybody how to go. That GPS navigator will take me to DY Patil COE. Okay, every technology is in our hand. Please make use of it for the good cause. And by sitting, Rajeshwari madam is telling that if I get transferred to Pune, if I give my house for rental purpose, by sitting in Pune, she can watch her house through CC cameras, using the CC cameras. So that entire world is in your hand. And with this, and when we are going to any office or any somewhere, we need not carry the documents with us. Just upload your scanned documents into the net, and wherever you want to go, you go there, download, take the printout, and then submit it. So these are the advantages of the internet. And I am very much thankful for giving me an opportunity to share some of my thoughts with the audience. And I am thankful to the organizers and the management of DY Patil College of Engineering and the principal, Dr. Vijay Vadia sir. And I wish all of you in advance Merry Christmas, wish you Happy New Year and Happy Makar Sankranti. Once again, thank you all for patience hearing. Thank you very much.
Yes. So thank you so much. It was a pleasant surprise to listen few words from you in Marathi. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us this morning and making it more beautiful with your blessings by guiding us with 9 mantras and IIT and sharing your great knowledge. Definitely, sir, we'll try to adapt all these mantras in our professional life. A very happy New Year, happy Christmas to you, sir, and happy Makar Sankranti too. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Moving next, be strong, be fearless, be beautiful, and believe that anything is possible when you have the right people there to support you. Quoted by Misty. Here I am glad to invite an enthusiastic coordinator and a great supporter for all of us to work toward the program, Mrs. Shanti Guru ma'am, to brief about the program. Over to you, Shanti ma'am.
Thank you, Dipali ma'am. My screen is visible, right?
No, ma'am, not yet. Yes, ma'am, it's visible now.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes. Good morning, one and all present here. On behalf of Department of Computer Engineering, I would like to extend my sincere thanks to AICTE and ISTE for the tremendous support for organizing the online refresher program on contemporary artificial intelligence. AICTE and ISTE approved this online refresher program in 3 slots. We have successfully completed 2 slots in the span of couple of months. This program aims at providing domain-specific information and knowledge with hands-on training. Now I would like to brief about the execution plan of slot 3. There would be 4 sessions of 1 hour each per day, and there will for 5 days, and there will be an additional session on day 6 on mental and emotional development and a valedictory function. The valedictory function is mainly for participants for sharing their valuable feedbacks about this program. Today we'll be having session 2 at 2 to 4, which will be engaged by Ms. Swapnil Srivastava, Principal Technical Officer in Big Data Analytic Group, CDAC Bangalore. And she will be delivering hands-on training on deep learning and big data analytics techniques, applications and challenges. On day 2, and there will be feedback and quiz every day after the both morning and evening sessions, and feedback and quiz links will be posted on WhatsApp group. On day 2, we'll be having Dr. Parikshit Mahahali, Professor and Head Computer Engineering Department, SKNCOE Pune, and will be delivering Medical IoT and Access Control Framework. Session 2 will have Mr. Suraj Kumar, research scholar from IIT Bombay, will be giving hands-on training on NLP from idea to product. On day 3, we'll have Dr. BK Sarkar, founder GH Research, Singapore, will be delivering lecture on how idea converts into patent. Session 2 on same day we'll be having again Mr. Suraj Kumar, research scholar, IIT Bombay, will be continuing the hands-on session on from idea to product, NLP from idea to product. Day 4 will have Dr. Amit Andre, Chief Executive Officer, Data Tech Labs, New York. He will be delivering lecture on immersive learning experiences using AR and VR. AR and VR, sorry. On session 2, we'll be having Mr. Piyush Nikam, will be delivering on hands-on training on computer vision models. Day 5, we'll have Dr. Anand Nair, scientist from Vietnam, will be delivering a session on autonomous vehicles, future transportation of smart cities. Session 2 on day 5 will be having again Mr. Piyush Nikam, machine learning engineer, Qualcomm Corporate R&D. Will be continuing hands-on training on advanced TensorFlow techniques to create a custom model class for transfer learning. As I said earlier, day 6 we will be having a session on mental and emotional development, which will be delivered by Ms. Uma Mayu Chandane, Manashakti Kendra, Lonavala, and that will be followed by a final exam from 12 to 1 p.m. and all links will be provided earlier before time. Final day-wise quizzes are only for the learning outcome, and final exam is for it's a criteria for getting the certificate. You have to score minimum 60% mark in final exam, and you require 80% attendance in all sessions. And day 6, there will be a valedictory function. And this time we are honored with Dr. M.P. Punia, Vice Chairman AICTE, will be joining us. So all participants, you have to attend the valedictory function mandatorily, because AICTE will be monitoring you on valedictory function, the attendance, and we will be sending your attendance day wise to AICTE and ISTE. So since the attendance will be marked digitally. You have to join the sessions only through the registered ID. So that only then you will get your attendance. And I told you already about the criteria for your final exam. I would like to repeat it. You have to get the minimum 60% mark in final exam and 80% attendance for the certification. And e-certificate will be provided by ISTE only. We will not provide the certificate. ISTE will provide you e-certificate. We will be sending day-wise your attendance and your quiz results. So they will analyze, and if you fit into this criteria, you will get your e-certificate. Please note down this. And I hope this 6-day refresher program will bring enrichment in our knowledge and will help us to upgrade in our professional life. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for telling all of us day-wise schedule of the program and the certificate criteria. So here we are about to close the session, and acknowledging the good that you already have in your life is the foundation of all abundance, quoted by Toll. And it is my privilege to have been asked to propose a vote of thanks for the day. I, on behalf of DY Patil College of Engineering, Akurdi, Pune, and the entire organizing team, extend my most humble and sincere thanks to our esteemed chief guest of the day, respected Dr. Y. Ramamohan sir, guest of honor, respected Dr. Rajeshri Raut ma'am, for accepting our invitation, making an excellent presentations, and making this program a very meaningful and interesting. We are highly delighted with your auspicious presence. We are very much thankful to AICTE-ISTE. Without their generous financial support, it won't be possible for us to organize this program. I extend my most humble and sincere thanks to Honorable Shri Satish D. Patil sir, Vice President and Chairman, Dr. D.Y. Patil Educational Complex, Akurdi, Pune, Minister of State for Home, Housing, Transport, Information Technology, Parliament Affairs and Ex-Serviceman Welfare, Government of Maharashtra. I express my most sincere gratitude to Honorable Colonel S.K. Joshi sir, Campus Director, Dr. D.Y. Patil Educational Complex, Akurdi, Pune. I would like to express my deep sense of gratitude to Dr. Vijay Vadai sir, Principal DYPCOE, and Vice Principal Dr. Mrs. P. Malathi ma'am for their great support, motivation for planning and execution of this workshop. An event like this can't happen overnight. The wheel starts rolling weeks ago. It requires planning and a bird's eye for details. My heartfelt thanks to Dr. Vinayak Kottawar sir, Head of Computer Engineering Department, for his guidance throughout the program. I would like to thank for the great efforts by Mrs. Shantiguru ma'am and Mrs. Neelam Patil ma'am, who are the chief coordinators of the program and made this program happen and to be successful. My sincere thanks to HODs of all the departments, Dean, section in charges for their cordial cooperation and kind support for the conduction of the workshop. We have been fortunate enough to be backed up by a team of very motivated and dedicated organizing team members who know their job well and are result oriented. I'm happy to express a vote of thanks to all the members of the organizing team who worked hard to make this workshop successful. I thank all the participants who supported our efforts to host this program and are attending in a great number. Thank you all, dear participants. I cannot thank everyone enough for their involvement and their willingness to take on completion of the task beyond their comfort zone. So, my apologies if I missed few names, and thank you all those who contributed for this workshop. Once again, I thank all of for your cordial cooperation. Thank you so much. Here I announce the end of session 1 for the day. Session 2 would start at 2 p.m. sharp. It is a kind request to all the participants to join the session through the Google Meet shared in your WhatsApp group at 1:45 p.m. sharp. Thank you all.
Gotwal ma'am, principal sir have joined.
Okay. Ma'am, sir would like to say something as a concluding remark. Over to you, principal sir. Sir, you are muted. We are not able to listen to you.
First of all, let me express my sincere gratitude to the two prominent guests today. Rajeshri, you are a great. I was there to understand the logic behind the your spectrum analysis and the channel allocations and utilization of the channel. I remember still my PhD candidate, cognitive radio domain, and you have really coined this specific as far as the application of the AI into that particular domain, and how it will be a smart, intelligent enough to, ultimately make the change of the channels and other thing occupying and other channel to be utilized in a better sense, for the AI enabled. So you are a great, simply great personality. And Dr. Rao, let me tell you that thank you very much. You being the great personality and really salutable. Pondicherry we will come sometimes to enjoy the environment there. And please get connected to us. And I expect that, all the participants should be so enthusiastic to learn all the lessons and the wisdom shared by this all authority. On behalf of, again, DY Patil College of Engineering, Akurdi, faculty, chairman, our campus director, all the students and heads of the departments and dean, once again, I express my sincere gratitude. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.